Hi, Algebra 2 learners, Orion High School. This is Dr. Gallegos, and I know we had a little bit of trouble with that discussion forum question number 2. So this little streaming video should help you understand how to fix and figure out the two binomials that when you multiply them together, you get the particular problem that we're having more problems with. So here's the polynomial. 2x squared minus x minus 10. And in the discussion forum question, I asked you to find two binomials, and two binomials are going to be inside parentheses, two binomials that when you multiply them together, you get negative 10 on the end, but when you multiply them together, you get 2x squared minus x minus 10. The first thing that we have to start with is we have to figure out what two numbers that when you multiply them together you get negative 10. Well, there's really four. If you multiply negative 1 times positive 10, you're going to get negative 10. If you multiply negative 10 times positive 1, you're going to get negative 10. If you multiply negative 5 times positive 2, you're going to get negative 10. And if you multiply negative 2 times positive 5, you're going to get negative 10. So I'm just going to try one of them. I don't think the first two are going to work, so I'm not going to try the first two. I'm going to go ahead and try this third one. Now there's another thing that's going to give me a little bit of problem because we've not worked with these before. Now this x squared has a number in front of it. But don't let that throw you off. So the first thing that we can do, just like what we did with the x, we know that x times x gives me x squared. So if I put a 2 in front of it, I know that I'm going to get 2x squared. And I decided that I was going to use this pair, negative 5 and a positive 2. So I'm going to try 2x minus 5 and x plus 2. Now I'm going to test to see if what I did is going to work. If when I multiply these two together, I get 2x squared minus x minus 10. And remember, to multiply them, we use this method called the FOIL method. The F in FOIL stands for first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the first number and I'm going to multiply it times the second number. So that gets me to 2x times x. 2x times x gives me 2x squared. Now the next number is O, which are the two outside numbers. O in FOIL stands for outside. So outside, this 2x is on the outside, and this positive 2 is on the outside. So positive 2x times 2 is going to give me 2x times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, and I just bring my x down. So that's going to give me positive 4x. So now the I in FOIL. The I in FOIL stands for inside. So I'm going to look for the two numbers that are inside, and the two inside numbers are this negative 5 and this positive 1x, or positive x. So negative 5 times x then gives me negative 5x. And now the L in FOIL. The L in FOIL is for the last numbers. The last number is negative 5, and the last number is positive 2. So negative 5 times positive 2 gives me a negative 10. And we knew that from this over here. Now the only thing I can do is find any terms that are alike, and I can add them, multiply them, subtract them. So I only see two that are alike here. I see a 4x and a 5x. And the reason that they're alike is that the x right here makes them like terms. So there's not a term that's like 2x squared, so I'm just going to bring 2x squared down. Now my two like terms, 4x minus 5x. Well, I'm going to go ahead and bring the x down, and then I'm going to try to figure out what is 4 minus 5. Well, 4 minus 5 gives me a negative 1. So in the middle so far I have negative 1x, and then there's no like term with this negative 10, so I'm just going to bring it down. So now I have 2x squared minus x minus 10. So the answer to the question, what two binomials do you multiply together to get 2x squared minus x minus 10? The answer is 2x minus 5 times x plus 2. Now we just happen to pick this correct pair right away. But if we had not picked the correct pair, we would have had to try this FOIL method 4 different times or 3 different times until we got the right answer. So that's how you multiply two binomials together. Use the FOIL method, first, outside, inside, last, combine like terms, and then you're done. I hope this helps you with figuring out the second problem in the discussion forum.